Hello, ladies and gentlemen. What you have here is a Colt 1911 Mark IV Series 80 Officers ACP. This weapon was manufactured, I believe, in 1984 when I looked up the serial number. At least that's what I got from the Colt website. You can get more concrete verification if you send them $100, I think, and they give you a letter back about everything they know about the gun. But as far as I know, it's an mid-80s Officers ACP, which makes it one of the very first Colt Officers ACP ever to come out, and one of the very first 1911s, at least from Colt, with a shortened frame and, shortened slide and barrel. Okay, so this one happens to be a 3.5-inch version. I think the modern Colt Defender is now a 3-inch version. So it was somewhere in between the Commander, which is I think 4.25, and the Defender, which is 3. So this is somewhere in the middle. I think there's some talk about Colt coming out with another Officer's version that's in this realm of 3.5 inches, which is, in my opinion, a very good carry gun. It shoots well. It holds well. This one's the all-steel model. They came out with a, I think, a light version, which is it had an aluminum frame, but this was a steel frame, steel slide. So it's a little bit on the heavier side. I think 34 ounces unloaded. And if you have a good holster, it'll work for you. But anyway, I digress. The reason for the video is I purchased this weapon used. You can see a lot of character marks on it, even an idiot mark or two on there already. And I did not see any videos on how to take this weapon down. Okay, there are a lot of videos about the 5-inch versions of the 1911s on how to take those down and field strip them. Did not see any for the Officer's version, so I decided to show one and do it myself. So let's get to that. Before we start, weapon is fully cleared. Obviously did that beforehand to make sure we're safe in dealing with a safe firearm. So what's interesting about this, it takes down a little bit differently than the typical 5-inch, where you take out your recoil spring, the plug, the barrel bushing, things like that, and then go from there. This one kind of does it backwards. So what you're going to do, those of you that are Glock fans or familiar with the Glock, it takes down very similar to the Glock in much respect, and some of the other polymer weapons. But there's 2 notches. There's your slide lock notch, and then this is your notch that lines up your slide lock lever or takedown lever to take down the weapon. Okay, so you see the small one there? That's the one we're going to deal with right now. On the flip side of the firearm, okay, is a little nub there that you're going to push. You can see that there. That you're going to push in when you line up the takedown lever and that little notch, that first one. So let's go ahead and do that. Show you how to take this thing apart. All right, line those up. Push the little nub, pull it out, and we're good to go. This is going to release the slide from the frame. I can do this while showing you. You see the recoil spring there? You got to be very careful. I usually wrap my fingers around that just so it doesn't go flying because it's under tension right now. So as you release the slide from the frame, go ahead and grab the recoil spring as you do so, and you should be safe. Here, so you put your frame. You're done with that in terms of field stripping. Okay, see if I can show you this without having it fly away. This weapon comes fully equipped with everything from 1984, or all original Colt. So you have the original double recoil spring, original recoil spring plug with the nub on it, and I'll show you that. So if you take this out, pull that out, you can see your double recoil spring here, with the small or shortened recoil spring rod, the recoil spring plug with the controversial little nub on there that many people say is prone to breaking. This thing's 36 years old. It still looks in great condition, still running smooth. I ran a couple magazines through it, shot well, shot flawlessly. So that's that. Next thing you need to do, in order to get the barrel out, you got to take this barrel bushing. Okay, if you just spin this and then pull it out, pretty simple. Okay, then you take your barrel out. In order to do that, you got to push forward the connector that connects the slide and the frame. Okay, so push that forward, which allows you to release the barrel from the slide. So field stripped, slide done. You have your barrel bushing, takedown lever, double recoil spring plug, and your frame. Okay, so all set, all done, all good to go. Any questions, let me know. This is the easiest way I know to take this thing down. I know there might be some other ways to do it, but this was the easiest that I found. I'll put up another video on how to assemble this thing. You just basically do it in reverse order. So thank you.